Hello, everyone. This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. Welcome to the Lone Wolf Prepper Lives channel. It's March 16th, 2025. Boy, didn't those southern states have to deal with some terrible weather last night. So I thought it'd be a good time to do a video on how prepared are you if you have weather come through that's going to decimate your town and just cause all type of havoc, whether it be a hurricane, tornadoes like that, earthquakes, floods. How prepared are you? You know, like the floods that they had in what was it, Tennessee and South Carolina, North Carolina, Asheville, and around there when that hurricane went through. But anyway, how prepared are you? Okay, there's people that are suffering. They knew the stuff was coming in. And this is the thing: people that when it's coming in, and then they're gonna sit there and I'm not going to call it hoarding. I'm going to just say getting the stuff too late, what they need, and emptying the stores out and stuff. You got to get it long before then. Because one thing about storms, natural disasters, that would be different from a different SHTF disaster where you couldn't trust your neighbors type of thing. This type of disaster, you not only got to worry about yourself, but your neighbors. I mean, it's a community that all suffers, and they all come together. And I know in North Carolina, Tennessee, this creator I watch had a big old thing. He didn't just started something small on his channel and turned into huge about donations and getting supplies to these people. See, people come together then. And then it's like having the supplies to help out your neighbor and stuff. You got a generator that's 100 amps. You're gonna help. You're gonna share it and stuff. But how prepared are you? I mean, I saw a video of a guy. He's in his, obviously it looks like a fallout shelter and stuff with his family, and he's just, hey, what are we gonna have to eat? Shelves all full of food. I mean, they weren't sweating nothing. Are you that prepared? Okay, I know I got to get my storm shelter cleaned out and ready to go. Then I'll have even a better place than that. But I mean, are you that prepared? Now that guy was really prepared for anything, all right? And then the thing is, he had stuff to give to the community. See, this is the thing. Once you can take care of yourself, you can start helping the people around you. That's the first thing you got to be able to do is take care of yourself. That helps the community out the most, is when you don't have to rely on anybody and yourself, and you can make it through yourself. And then if you have the ability to help other people out. And I guess that's when natural disasters, if you're prepping for just natural disasters and not SHTF styles stuff, think of your neighbor. Okay, I got enough for me. What can I get extra to help the neighbors out? Let's see, we're going to have a disaster. God, maybe I'll get 5 more extra cases of water just to help out and some hygiene stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but it's terrible what happened, but that's Mother Nature, okay? We can't control her. She wants to ever sit there and take us out, she'll kick us off off this planet like a bunch of fleas, okay? But anyway, it's a good time to think about it. Okay, these people aren't going to have electricity or a place to live, so, I mean, you're going to need shelter, so that'd be a nice tent, okay? Just all this stuff, you got to think of the aftermath, and just not food and water. What are you going to have for shelter when your house is gone, okay? I mean, if you have animals, that type of stuff. And, that when the floods went through North Carolina and Tennessee in that area, they were short on pet food. And that's another thing that's always happens. Short on pet food. Pets are starving. Okay? Every disaster. As a prepper myself, I think of my pets, they're good to go. The dogs and horses are good to go. But, that's one thing. Just so many things, and to help out the community. Have an extra 2 or 3 bags at the house in reserve. So you can share with the community if you have to. Just all this stuff. But like I say, those type of disasters bring people together. Unless, FEMA comes in and does their thing. What were they doing in North Carolina? The militias were supposedly chasing FEMA away and stuff. Oh, no, it was the military away. Yeah, it was militias in the military. But anyway, they don't do no help. The best help that you can get in a disaster is from your neighbor, not from your government. So we need more neighbors that are ready to help the other neighbors in diapers, formula, okay? Instead of buying it and giving it to whatever, the food shelf, have a little area for yourself. Hey, I had some extra money, but when a disaster hits, I can divvy this out like I want. Anyway, that's all I had for tonight. It just got me thinking, so many people are always unprepared. It happens every year. I mean, what are we going to do if we have blizzards like we did in the 60s and 70s, the 40s up through the 70s? What are we going to do if we ever have a blizzard like that covers the whole Midwest? Okay, we didn't have power for a week, didn't have school for like 10 days. I mean, it was a lot of snow. I remember that blizzard. That's the one where he had to tie a rope to our dad when he went out to do chores so we could pull him back to the house. He knew how to get back to the house. Anyway, but all these disasters have hurricanes. If you're in Florida, you should definitely be prepped. I don't know what it takes to dig a storm cellar there, kind of shelter you have with the water table and stuff. I'm not sure, but whatever. Like I say, natural disasters, you always want to help your neighbor. You don't want to be the one that needs help. You want to be the one that's helping out, okay? Especially as preppers. Now, you prepping for natural disasters, also prep to be a good neighbor. Anyway, that's the message I'm trying to say, all right? Take care of yourself. That's number one. Then you can help take care of other people. Anyway, everybody enjoy their evening. We've been getting a lot of wind out here, but we haven't been getting no rain or nothing like that. But I know it fed those storms last night. It's terrible. People lost their lives. And they knew about it. I mean, I'm watching videos on YouTube from creators saying the calm before the storm. Okay, well, camp out in your basement. Anyway, everybody have a good night. This is Tom, Lone Wolf Prepper. I'm out.